what about you? What are you gonna do now?
I'm so long.
Oh yeah?
Got Chase Martin until now. Oh, frustrate me emotionally and F up my emotions actually on the daily. Like, nice game scenery. Hello. So it's currently 1:27 in the morning, but I meant to, well, okay, so I filmed this video a really long time ago, and I like filmed the whole thing. It was like super good. Oh, it was not good. But I filmed the whole thing, and then I put on my computer to like edit and stuff, and like the sound was there, but the actual like video part of it was not. I don't know why that happened. I don't know what happened with it, but I tried to like do it multiple times, and it just every single time it just sound was there, actual video was not. So like I should probably get on it now because a lot of people asked. So a lot of people asked for this, and a lot of people on both my videos of me and Maddie meeting, they were like, how'd you guys meet? What did you guys meet on? Like, how did you guys meet? Tell a story of how you guys met. A lot of people were like, oh, just make a separate video about it, make a whole video, make a video about how you guys met, like how'd you guys meet, make a video. So that's what I'm doing right now. Yeah, I'm really itchy. Okay, so basically, me and Maddie met over 2 years ago in 2014, the beginning of it in February. And the first time we ever talked, I don't remember the exact date, but it was in February. She DM'd me asking if I would tweet out her YouGirl hashtag for her, and I said back to her, I said, of course, if you're not YouGirl, I'm suing. And she was just like, oh, thank you like so much, whatever. And I was like, yeah, like of course, no problem, whatever. And we started talking then, and we didn't talk a lot then, since we didn't really know each other. We didn't know anything about each other. We were just like mutuals and had other mutuals. So we started talking a little bit then, and we would DM just like if we wanted when like hashtags stayed out, or like if we had tweeted something to each other, or like if because she asked me a couple times to make her collages with all of her, or with like her hashtag on it, pictures that people had sent to her, and I was like, yeah, of course, like sure, no problem. And so I made a couple of those, so she would ask for some of those, and then we would just like talked about YouGirl a lot, since like that's what we both had in common at the time. We didn't really know each other, so we would talk about YouGirl like a lot, and that was like fine because like that's just how our friendship started, like over something that we both are really passionate about. And so we started talking then, and we would start to talk more, and then I don't know if we started texting yet after a few months, but a few like weeks after we started talking in February, we would start talking like more, like a couple days a week. We would just be DMing, and then we started like, we got Snapchat, and then we got just Instagram, and we would like Snapchat sometimes and follow each other on Instagram, and then we started to DM like almost every day, basically every day, talking about anything. We were talking about like where we lived, what we like to do, what like how many times we've seen Austin, like who else we like, all that kind of stuff. And she lives in Florida, obviously. I live in Ohio. We're 850 miles apart. And in July of 2014, before her show that she was going to for YouGirl, I sent her this package of open win letters, and that was the first time I sent her a letter. And from then until, we haven't sent any in a while. The last one I got was in like November or something, I think. But from about a year and a half-ish, we sent each other letters, and I have all of them. I don't really feel like getting them though. So I sent each other letters for a year and a half, and we like sent stuff for our birthdays and for Christmas and that kind of stuff. And we have like matching best friend necklaces out. I bought for us a long time ago, but I didn't give it to her until March when I saw her again because I forgot about it. And so we sent each other letters, and then we had been texting. We texted all the time, talked every day. We were like this from like basically from the start. We were pretty close. And then so we'd always talked about how much we wanted to meet. We're like, one day we're gonna meet, it's gonna happen, like we need to meet, I don't care how long we have to wait. And I specifically remember It was, I think, last summer. I don't have the DMs. Well, I have them, but I just have to search for them. I think it was last summer. I said, I'm gonna find a way to make sure that we meet within the next 365 days. And she was like, how? I don't know, but we will meet in the next 365 days. In October of 2015, she DM'd me one day, and she was like, dude, like, and like, okay, because before sometimes we'd joke, we'd be like, oh, I'm going to Florida, she'd be like, oh, I'm coming to Ohio, so we'd be like, you know, joking about like being sad. She DM'd me, she was like, dude, like, guess what, like, I'm coming to Ohio. And I was like, no, you're not. Like, I was like, no, she's not. Like, this is just another one of her jokes. Like, no, she's really not. And I was like, no, you're not. Like, you're joking. Like, you're killing me. Like, what are you talking about? And she was like, no, dude, I'm coming to Ohio in May. Like, I'm actually coming to Ohio. Like, we're gonna meet in May. Like, I'm coming to Ohio. And I was like, what? So I was like, what the heck? Why? When? Where? How? Like, why are you coming to Ohio? What is happening? And her family was going to Pittsburgh or something for her dad, and they were going to stop here so we could meet for like a day. And I was like, girl, like, oh my god, like, we're like, after 2 years, we're finally meeting. Like, it's happening. We're meeting. Like, finally, 850 miles is 0. Like, we're breaking the distance. Like, finally. And so we were content on meeting in May, and we were like, we had a countdown going. We didn't know when in May, but we just had a countdown. We were like, in 200 plus, it was like 250 something days, we're meeting. Like, I'm perfectly okay with that. Like, all I know is that we're meeting, and it happened in the last 365 days, like I said. And we just freaked out a lot. And like, I remember, like, I was at my grandparents' house when she told me, and I seriously remember I started crying because I was so excited to finally meet my best friend. Like, I couldn't get over it. And my family was like, are you okay? Like, is everything all right? And I told my parents after it happened, I was like, yeah, Maddie's coming to Ohio. Like, me and Maddie are meeting. Like, it's finally happening. Like, you guys know how long we've been best friends. Like, we're finally meeting. And they were like, oh, like, that's awesome. Like, that's great. Yay. And I was like, and then, so a few weeks later, she DM'd me again. This is when I was at school. And I can't have my phone in school, but I regularly check it. So I went to the bathroom because she was like, dude, guess what? I have to tell you something. Like, go to the bathroom. Like, you need to hurry. Like, you need to do this right now. And I was like, what? Could you possibly, like, tell me? And she was like, I'm coming to Ohio in December instead of May. And I was like, this was this was in November. Yeah, November. And I was like, what? And so I was like, no, you're not. Like, you're totally kidding now. Like, this is not real. This is not happening. I'm not meeting you in a month. There's no way. And she had told me that she asked her parents for a Christmas present if she could just get a plane ticket here, and they agreed. And she stayed with one of our other friends. And so you guys already know, like, the whole thing. But when she told me that, we, like, literally died. And then the day, so we met December 19th, 2015 at my house. Y'all already know that, like, you already saw the video, like, whatever. And we met, so we were supposed to meet on the 20th. And some people were confused by this. We were supposed, like, and that's why I was so surprised. I knew that she was coming, but I didn't know she was coming that day. We were supposed to meet on the 20th at the birthday party, but she came on the 19th and surprised me at my house. So that's how we met. Like, that's how I didn't know about it, because it was a surprise. And when we spent the entire next day together, obviously, and we had talked about when we were going to see each other next, and I was like, because I was going to Florida. Well, my family was going to go to Florida for spring break instead of doing Christmas presents that year, or like the past year. And so I told her, I was like, dude, I'm coming to Florida. I'm going to ask if, like, I can come stay with you, and they can go do wherever, or like go wherever, do whatever they want. I'm going to ask if I can come stay with you, because, like, Florida, like, who knows next time I'm going to be in Florida. And so we had talked about that, like, while we were there, and we were like, literally, when I said about her, like, I've actually never cried about her in my life. Like, bye. And then I don't know how much longer it was, but we, like, still, obviously, we talked every single day, like, FaceTimed, Uvu'd, Snapchatted, DM, like, talked every single day, like, still continue to talk every single day. And I don't remember exactly when it was. It must have been in February. Actually, I think it was in January when I started talking about it. So I was like, Mom, listen. And I asked my mom, I was like, so, because Gretchen, or my sister's name is Gretchen, and she was going on spring break with her friend the week before. And so I was like, can I just go to can I just stay with Maddie for spring break and you guys can go to stay in a hotel? Like, you can do whatever. And my mom was like, yeah, you can just stay with her and then we won't go. And like, I felt really bad, but I was like, thank you. And as soon as I texted Maddie, she was just like, no, like, you're kidding. And I was like, no, dude, like, we're meeting again, like, it's happening. My mom told me in February, and saw that too. And then, so like, our parents talked, all that ish. And then March rolled around, and then we met again, which you guys all know that as well. So yeah, that's basically how me and Maddie met and how we talked to each other and came in contact with each other and like found each other. I don't know how, but it just like kind of randomly happened. Like, you know, when you just randomly follow someone, or like you'll see them on your timeline because someone else followed them and like you'll follow them. It was kind of just that thing at first, but like we just happened to like click right at the beginning, which I'm so glad we did. So yeah, that is how I met Maddie, who is my best friend.